And are we live? Hello, hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the live show. I think I'm live. I hope you're doing all right out there. Yeah, apparently I have some viewers. How you doing? Welcome to Thursday, April the 16th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Your buddy Uncle Bruce here watching, like you, the markets and SoFi and GameStop and Rocket Lab and Google and IBM and Apple and you name it. We're watching it all. And what have we got going here? A 1958, 1960 market right now on SoFi. So far this morning, up about almost 80 cents a share. Again, been a good week, huh? How you doing, option writers? Are there any folks out there writing options? Are you sitting on your cash secured puts with your arms folded and going, I wrote the 25s, I wrote the 22s, I wrote the 20s, I wrote the 19s, I wrote the 18s, I wrote the 15s, whichever ones you wrote. Some of you have written 30s, 35s. You're probably watching your cash secured put values drop nicely and you're going, keep it going. And those of you who've been writing call options, you've been saying to yourself, should I roll my call options forward? What should I do? How should I do it? Fun times at the OK Corral. If you've taken a couple of lessons off of my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, you've probably picked up a few tips on how to write options and how to take advantage of these markets. Many of you are probably sitting on loads of cash because you never bought into the dip. You just wrote cash secured puts and you just said, hey, I'm happy to write $20 cash secured puts till Jan 27. I'll sit on my cash, I'll take the premium, and I'll just say, I dare you to make me buy this stuff. At 1959, no one's going to force you to buy $20 stock. No. Congratulations, everybody, on how you're doing. I've loaded something new on here. I've never done this before. I hope you see it on your screen. There's a poll question right here. Will SoFi hit $25 in the next 2 weeks? It's gone from 15 to just about 20 this week. Can it go to 25 in the next 2 weeks, knowing that on the 29th, which is 13 days from now, the earnings come out for the first quarter? Wow. So I'm wondering. So if you want to try and answer that question, that would be great. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't know if you see it or not. This is the first time I've ever done a poll question through the StreamYard app. I've never done it before. Pardon me, I just had to hit the mute button. It looks like yes. Looks like I'm getting some answers on that. So thank you all. You want to give that a shot, please do, and let me know. If you can hit the thumbs up button, please do that as well. Give this show a little momentum on YouTube, and let YouTube know that way that you're proud of the show, that you're happy about it. And if you've made any serious money this week, send me a super chat. Spread the wealth. Jen is well, by the way. Auntie Jen says hello, and she's doing great. Jennifer Jr. is super, says hello to all of you. We talk about you guys all the time, especially this week, going, oh, the kids got to be happy with the stock at $16.50. Oh, the kids are happy now that it's $17. Oh, SoFi hit $17.75. Oh, the kids got to be happy with that. Oh, $18. Oh, I can imagine. I can think of certain viewers that are probably really happy it's 18. Oh, $18.50 a share. Oh, there's going to be happiness. $19 a share. Oh my God, who thought it would go to 19 so quickly? Now 1966 as I speak, live in the pre-market, up 87 cents. We're going to 20 today. Let's not kid anybody. We're going to 20. I don't think it's going to stop there, because I don't think $20 is a psychological barrier that this stock can't break. It'll hover around it for a while. You know how this game works. It'll go through it. It'll back off a little bit. It'll go, but it's going higher. The bottom line with SoFi is they're making a ton of money, and they're attracting billions of dollars of capital into their accounts to lend out risk-free, and they're getting 2% finder's fees on every loan they write. They're getting a quarter point to a 3/4 of a percentage point on the interest rate on the money they're administering for these investors. They're going to bring in, I wouldn't be surprised if in 2026 they bring in 20 billion, and by next year they bring in 50 billion to lend out. And that means next year alone, they'll earn $1 billion in fees just lending out $50 billion to their clients, of which they're growing now. It's going to be 1 million clients a month, like members a month, 1 million a month easily. It's going to happen. These guys are going to make a buck and a half a share. Within 2 years, it'll be $3 a share profit. 20 times earnings is $60 a share. 30 times earnings is 90. It's $19.70. It's on sale for a brief amount of time, under 30 now. This stock has improved nicely in the last week or two. That's great. But this isn't it. This is not all-time highs like the S&P 500. This isn't all-time highs like NASDAQ. This isn't near all-time highs like the Dow. SoFi is way behind the market as a whole, and it's an outperformer in the market on the whole. And so, yeah, another $10 a share is in our future, in the not too distant future, maybe in the next month, 2 months. It'll be $30 again, and we'll go from there. So, are you having fun yet? I like this game. I hope you're okay. I like this game, and Rugman has come and gone. Giddy up, kids. Markets don't lie. There's money coming into this stock and coming into the market as a whole. Cheers, everybody. Fantastic. Having a good old time. Thank you for answering this poll question. We got, I don't know how many answers so far, but 75% of you are saying yes. Uncle Bruce, I believe that SoFi could, in the next 2 weeks, go to 25 a share. The way this thing is running, it'll go to 25 in just the next 2 weeks alone. Nice. Beautiful stuff. Comments coming in from all kinds of you. Thank you for saying hi and reaching out to me. Lisa's here. Computer Whiz. Who's this? Ed is saying that SoFi has moved up from 59 largest bank to 57 in the top 100 banks. Assets under management, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, they're going to go higher, a lot higher than that. Of course, they're just bringing in so much capital. Hello from Charlie. Nice to see you too. Mitch is here. Thank you, Mitch. As Uncle Bruce always said, the stock market is a voting machine. And people around the world are voting with their dollars, and there's no doubt about that. These shorters, this Muddy Waters thing, have you noticed how many shares are short now on SoFi? I believe the latest number is 165 million shorted. It used to be 110, 120 million a month or two ago. Now it's 165. And I think what we have here is the height of shorting. You know, it rose as soon as the stock got down to the $15 level. That's when it rose up. And so there are all kinds of shorters who have shorted SoFi between $15 and $17 a share. And they're all upside down, and it's getting worse quickly. There's no limit to the losses these folks are going to suffer. It's going to be millions, hundreds of millions, billions maybe. 1969, 1970 a share right now. If you're short at 1570, you're down $4 a share. You know, that is over 30% loss already. And you know, and I know that shorters are greedy as can be, and they margin their positions. They're leveraged, badly leveraged. And so this is really ugly. $25 a share is going to wipe out smaller, aggressive hedge fund type players and institutional players who were falling for this muddy waters crap. What can I say? It's the market, and you have your opinion. I have mine. Muddy Waters has theirs. The street has their opinion. I find it again laughable every time this happens. I tell you this every quarter. If you've been watching me since 2021, every 3 months, about 1 week to 3 weeks before SoFi releases their financials, you have analysts coming up with new ratings for the stock. It blows my mind how consistently stupid these guys are and how gullible they think you are, where these analysts will come up with a new target price for SoFi 10 days before the company releases their financials, which for the last 5 years, every quarter for 5 years, what's that, 20 quarters in a row, this company reports higher revenues, higher member engagement, higher service usages, higher gross income, and consistently larger profits almost every single time. And this quarter is no different. You've seen the numbers from Bank of America, you've seen them from JP Morgan, you've seen them from Morgan Stanley, you've seen them from now Citibank, and all the other big banks have come out. They've all posted much higher revenues, massively higher. Like not, oh, we're 1% better than last year. Oh no, 10, 15, 18, 20% higher numbers for the biggest banks. The ones who grow the slowest are growing at that number. SoFi, 40% consistent, on top of 40%, on top of 40% on an annual basis. This is massive. So don't be surprised if the first quarter coming out next, Wednesday in 13 days, will be much higher than last year's first quarter. They'll have to revise their estimates for the rest of the year, which Noto can't wait to go on air to talk about this great quarter we just had on top of the quarters we've had behind, and now talk about the upping of the projections again, because he is on a warpath to really nail these guys, these shorters. He is going to nail these guys. They will rue the day that they piled in to shorting this stock from 18 down to 14 something a share. They are going to pay dearly for this. 165 million shorted, and I don't know if that's official, if the real number is 250 million. I don't know how many guys out there are going to be caught on all kinds of spreads that were on the wrong side of this trade. This stock is unleashed, and there's just no resistance to the upside at the moment. I just don't see it. I'm just a guy in front of the computer saying, hey man, what can I tell you? What's going on? Welcome all. Robert Mailhout is here. Vilbus is here. I got some, I wrote some options, he says. I wrote some Jan 2027 $30 calls on SoFi when it moved back to 17. Just going to let it ride for a while. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Good morning from Juan. Good morning to you. Computer Whiz, hello. Who else? Ed, the next Super Bowl will be at SoFi Stadium, and there are 8 World Cup games or something like that, or 4 or 8 World Cup soccer games at SoFi Stadium as well. Hello from Mark. Hector is here. Looks like someone named Odd Death. I wrote $22 puts on SoFi and enjoying the ride. You wrote cash secured puts at a $22 strike, and are they falling off? Isn't that great? Don't you just love shrinkage when it goes your way? It's lovely. George, good morning. Who else? Trip Hazard is here. Hello, Rodents. How you doing there, buddy? From Deutschland. Who else is here? Weber Day. Who else is in the house? Looking for names I haven't seen in a while. The Philippines chapter. How are your trades going? Lisa wants to know. We're Jennifer and I are shareholders of SoFi. We bought in on the dip. We didn't get the low of the lows, but we've been buying and buying some more and buying some more. So we're sitting on a ton of stock, and we're going to get more of it. And we've written some calls, and we're now going to roll forward on some of our calls. We have to go up and strike. This is a pleasure to worry about a rollover on calls. So we're very positive on the SoFi, as we've always been. We tried to ride the SoFi train on the way down by trying to pick it's like catching a falling knife. Not too successful, who is, but we started buying up stock in the 15s and the 16s and 17s, and we're smiling, but we're not surprised to see this. This stock is so oversold. 25 a share is still down on the on the overall range of the stock, but hey, 1970 looks good. 2370 would look nicer, and 2570 will look delicious. You want to go back to 3250, be my guest, and 40 because it will not stop when it recovers all of its pullback, because by the time it reaches $30 to $32 a share, the corporation itself, the bank, the business, has grown yet again to the point where the stock now should be trading at 40, 45. So analysts who have been writing it down to 17, 18, 19, 20, they're trying to come off as geniuses and say, see, I told you this stock's a great stock with an $18 price target. Well, you called it a hold at 22, and now you're calling it a hold at 18. Nobody turned around and said it's a buy. Have you noticed that analysts out there are not telling you, the public, to buy the stock? It's just a hold. These guys just don't get it. They just are not paying attention to the big picture of this bank. But I'm just a guy in front of the computer doing the best I can. Morning, everyone, and how are you all? Gil, what's he saying here? Welcome, Gil. I had written 32 puts, cash secured puts, thinking it would take off. Rolled to 27s, and I got exercised when SoFi was at 16 or so, sitting many shares now. Still down a lot, but I'm not selling. Well, this morning you're up another 96 cents. It's coming back, another 96 cents. At this pace, we're at 1975. Stock reaching 22, 24, 25. I don't think you're going to have much of a problem here, Gil. You're going to be one happy guy. Giddy up. Welcome all. Adam says my 35's got assigned as well. At 23 in effect, not the end of the world with a 23 average and a now 1975 stock price. You're looking a lot better than when it was 15, right? Just fold your arms, relax. You can write calls on this stuff. You can write 22s, 25s, or just wait it out. Lovely. Welcome all to the program. Thank you all for joining in this morning. It's great to have you all here. Hope you're having fun with this market. What about Juan is asking, Bruce, what about this whole SEC thing removing the day trading limitation? It's about bloody time. They allowed Robin Hoods of the world to be created, the Weebles of the world to be licensed and be brokers. They allowed Tasty Trade. They allowed Schwab, remember back 5 years ago, to start buying fractional shares to $100 investors. The SEC long ago has been backing off from this. We got to protect the investor from their day trading habits. They're opening it wide open. This means, I believe, there will be tens of millions of new players, suckers coming into the market who don't know what they're doing. And you are going to be able to take advantage of all of these wild swings in the markets by being option writers. This is where you win. You're the casino. Stay being the casino. Bryson, good morning to you. Who else is here? Charlie. What else is going on here? Rice Checks, good morning. Who else is here? Good morning, everyone from Son of whatever. Hello. Tom Kaufman in the house. Hi, Christina. How you doing? I see you there. I just noticed your comment. Good morning. I'm going to be rolling as well. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, and gang. Good morning, and good morning, Alberto, to you. Some of my favorites are here. This is awesome stuff. How high are you rolling? I'm in the same situation. Well, we had written some $17 calls about 2 weeks ago when the stock was in that 15 range. And I'm thinking right now I might roll to January. I had September 17s written. I'm thinking now January 22s might be my next move. And it might cost me about $1 a contract to do the rollover, where I will buy back a call and write a call, and I won't get what I have to pay to get out. But what I get is a $5 up move in strike. So I pay $1 to get $5. Hello, this is a no-brainer to me. I'm more than happy to do that. And so I'm looking at that as a strategy trade. We'll see about that. Again, depends on the opening here. We're at 1978 right now, pushing 1980. We may be at 2050 by the time we open up, the way this thing is running. I don't know. Is it going to break 20 before the market even opens? Are we going to be at 2025 to 2075 in the first hour of the morning? I might have to look at 23s to 24s to 25s. I don't know. But I'll deal with it. If I get exercised, I'm really not crying in my beer here. We just turn around and buy back stock and write 25s and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? We just keep right on going. 1982 right now, up $1.03. 1984, nice trading in the deal. Uncle Bruce, Charlie wants to know, how long out in time are you writing your calls? I'm hesitant to write because it's below my cost average. Premiums are tiny. Like I said, you got to let the market open. You got to look forward, and you cannot be afraid to write Jan 27s, June 27s, Jan 28s if you must. Go for higher strikes, higher premiums. But, even if you cannot make, you want to buy a contract back for $3 and write one for $4, don't we all? But if you buy for $3 and write for $3, but you move up and strike, there's a great move for a little bit of time. If you go quite a bit of time forward and you can move up $4, $5, $6, $7 and strike plus the break even, or it costs you $1 to make $5 or $6, or costs you $2 to make $7 in gains on your strike, it's an investment in your casino. I think that's a great way to go. Would not be adverse to doing something like that. Thank you again for joining me. If you dare, answer my poll question. It's right here. 80% of you are saying, you know what, Uncle Chris, I think SoFi is going to hit $25 in the next 2 weeks. The way this thing's going, man, it's 1974, it was 1982 just a minute ago. This thing wants to go to 20 this morning. I thought, I'm sitting here thinking, if it gets to 1850 by the end of this week, I'm already a happy guy, because that sets up next week. Still, before earnings, we could go to that $19.50, $20 range by the time we get near earnings, maybe on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then by the Tuesday, Wednesday, we get to 20, 21, 22. We could be 25 tomorrow. We could be 25 on Tuesday. We could be 27 on earnings day. Am I going to stop this stock? No. Am I talking it down? No. I think it's a bargain down here, because if you're a buyer of this stock, or if you're a casino, like I'm trying to make you a casino, you're a long-termer on SoFi. You're a 5-year person on SoFi. So if you're writing cash secured puts that are 20s right now, I don't think you're gambling at all. If you're writing $25 cash secured puts on SoFi today, you're not a gambler. Go to January 27, go to June 27, take the money and say, I dare you to make me buy this stuff at 25, because I got a premium here of $6, $7, $8. I'm paying 17 for this stuff. I don't mind paying 17 for SoFi. I will be here 5 years from now going, I remember the day they made me buy it. It cost me $17. Oh, what a shame. It's at 50 now. Get rich, become the casino. Thank you all for joining me this morning. It's so great to see you all. Computer was my 400 shares at $16.48 are looking pretty shiny, pretty nice. Yeah, you're already up 3.30 a share. Welcome everybody. Hello, Uncle Bruce from Richard Carlin. Giddy up, everybody. Vash is here. Thank you, Vash. Wasaga, hello from Munich. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Who else is here? Christina says, I saw your video on Traveling with Bruce about your 42-day cruise that you did from Southampton to Singapore. My wife and I are going on Star of the Seas, looking forward to it. Glad you had a great time. That was a phenomenal trip. That video took me 4 days to put together. Runs an hour and 8 minutes. I've got all kinds of viewers who've reacted to it. The messages have been wonderful. I generally don't do videos of that length, but 42-day cruise, an hour, that means I'm dedicating a minute and a half, two minutes per day. It was one hell of an experience. I love it. He is alive, says Doug. How you doing, buddy? Murray 007 says, hi, Bruce. Good to see you. I wrote a lot of 20, 17, and 15 cash secured puts on January 27 expiry as SoFi came down. These are turning nicely positive in recent days. Yeah, they're all turning into worthless contracts. Nice going. I like this game. Any comment, any thoughts? Rodent wants to know on QBTS. I don't know. Don't follow that stock. Vilbus frustrated that SoFi took off right after I wrote some covered calls. But with Jan 27 theories, I've got time and I've got room. I don't think our market is all sunny skies going forward. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're going to be just doing great. Ed says here, frustrated that SoFi. Frustrating issue with SoFi is that the Muddy Waters didn't drop the stock nearly as bad as the sell rating put out with a $20 price target. Stock immediately crashed from 27. Yeah, Muddy Waters, man, unbelievable. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money with those guys. White Feather, good morning. Mandu number 5, a 30 thumbs up. Thank you. Aaron, good morning. Welcome. Who else? Aaron Roberts, so glad to see you live. Ed is saying if we have great earnings again, and KBW retreats the same crap, it kills it again. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Aaron, welcome. 33rd thumbs up. Welcome. Let's see what else is going on here. Good morning, everybody from Aurora. Rodent saying, I thought a remix video for gaming tourism with your video with the Shibuya crossing in Japan. I think in a few days I'll absorb again your travel. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. Is Traveling with Bruce going to be on again Monday night live? I'm not expecting to revive that channel as before. I have videos to produce. I have so much more footage to load up. I got to catch up with this 3-month trip Jen and I just did around the world. Welcome, Doug. My hymns and SoFi cash secured puts I wrote a few weeks ago are looking good. A rock and roll. And Andrea Bongiorno. Hey, tutti, good morning all, and good morning, Uncle B. Good morning to you around the world who are following us. Great to have you with me this morning. Welcome all of you. Thank you all so much for your support of this channel. Those of you who've been doing super chats, those of you who've been picking up classes. The classes are on sale. If you want to grab 4 classes, they're on sale, 25% off. Send me an email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Tell me the 4 classes you'd like, and I will, once you make your payment here, $600 US, I will send you your links. And you get them for $150 a piece. There are people here writing contracts, bringing in $300, $400, $500, $600 per contract they write. Look, if you can write 4 cash secured puts for January 2027, $25 SoFis, because you learned how to write cash secured puts on this channel, Um, you write four $25 contracts. You need 10 grand, and you'll bring in what, $2,800 to learn how to do it. You can do it at 150 a class by grabbing four. Grab the first two, and then grab two of the classes talking about cash secured put writing. You just spent $600, and you just brought in 24, 28, $3,000. I call that a win. And you can do this for the rest of your life, not one trade at a time, and then you have to spend another $600. No. Once you got the classes, you can watch them again and again. But many of you know that, so thank you. Andrea, proud owner of 30 cash secured puts, expiring Jan 27. 30 contracts. That's called making money. Every dollar the contracts drop in price, Andrea is up $3,000 US. You cannot spend $3,000 US with my sale on all my lessons. Combined, you can't do it. So, yeah, this is kind of nice. Thank you all. Welcome all. Bobby is saying, good morning, Uncle Bruce. No ear pads, but I'm here. Thumbs up. And who else is here? Aurora's here. My answer to poll number 1. Bobby, good morning, Uncle Bruce. No ear pads. Andrea, $30. I wrote $30 cash secured puts. However many you wrote, they're falling dramatically from $15 a share to $19.76. Those puts have lost $4.76 of book value in a week and a half, and it's going to continue. If the stock goes to $25 in the next 2 or 3 weeks, just on a recovery run, those contracts will have lost $10 each in value. Not bad, Andrea. Not bad at all. Thank you all so much for coming through. This is a first. Your live ad was interrupted by a commercial. Yes, this is a new feature that YouTube is offering live presenters. They're begging me to do memberships because they really miss the money. But I'm not going to do memberships at this time. I'm coming on live from time to time to say hi to you and let you in on what's going on from my perspective, and you can let me know what's going on from yours. But this channel, really doesn't make any money anymore. Unless I go live, I don't have any views. But I thank you all who've been very kind to Jen and I, and you've sent us super chats, or those of you who've been making donations to us through the PayPal link that's down below. We thank you. It helps us travel. It helps us stick around here. We appreciate you very much. Anyway, I had to wait the 5 seconds to skip, says Charlie. And Flint Creek, good morning. Flint Creek Soap Company, the official soap company of this channel. Go to flintcreeksoap.com and get yourself some of that cashmere soap. It's pretty nice. You got to love it. Larry Titus in the house. Good morning, everybody. From sunny Washington, D.C. Number 42 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Larry. Here in Calgary, we have got a blizzard outside. We are really getting it. Lisa says YouTube ad plays and it mutes your voice as the ad is playing. Lisa, thank you for tolerating it. I appreciate it because it's just, it's another 50 cents or whatever I get. I don't know what it is. It's not a lot. Thank you all. Nick is here. Hey, Uncle Bruce, good to see you this morning. Weber Day, buy the classes, retired 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. And Larry Titus saying hi to Flint Creek Soap. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you so much for popping in here today. Got about 110 of you watching me live at the moment. Nice to have you here. I'm taking a look at my own YouTube page. On one of my links here to see if I can find my poll question and to see what it shows. Just bear with me. I'm on a bit of a delay on my own channel. Unbelievable. Welcome all to the channel. Welcome all to the show. Great to have you with us this morning. thank you again for participating in the poll question. 67% of you are saying yes. I think that the shares of SoFi will reach $25 in the next couple of weeks. I have a feeling, Bruce, that that's where they're going. I thank you all for answering the poll question. Nice to have you in the house. 80% now. I see now 80% say yes. 20% say I don't think so. 1973, 1977. We've already hit 1980 this morning on the pre-market. We're up 94 cents on 2 million in the pre-market at least. I would imagine that we might be more like 3 million in the pre-market. Market opens in 54 minutes. So there's a lot of pre-market trading that will still go through here. And who knows if we break 20 even before we open for the day. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. I was telling stories yesterday about our meetup, says Flint Creek Soap Company, when we got together at the Outback Steakhouse in New Jersey a couple of years ago. I look forward to the day where another meetup is going to happen. I guess the last meetup we did wasn't in New Jersey. It was in Carmine's on Broadway. That was the last one we did. That one cost me a fortune. That cost me a lot of money. The Outback wasn't quite as expensive as Carmine's, but it was a pretty good time, and we sure enjoyed ourselves. Larry, thank you very much again for saying hi and being here. It's great to see so many familiar names. Alberto's here. A whole bunch of folks from around the planet are here. They're here from Britain. They're here from Germany. They're here from other parts of Europe. They're all over Canada. They're here from all over the USA, of course. And Jen and I, we love you all. We thank you all for just being here and saying hi and wishing us well. Thank you all. If any of you need to help with your links for your classes, let me know. I'll try to help you find your links. And again, if you're interested in this deal, any of you out there or anyone you know should be taking these classes, you know what to do. Send me an email and we'll get them set up and get those relatives of yours doing it. I'm sure many of you have heard the expression when you talk to people about writing options over the years. Many times you've been asked this simple question: if it's so great by being an option writer that you can make money in this market, why doesn't everyone do it? Have you had that question come to you? And here we are in just this week alone, where SoFi has risen 30% plus from its lows, maybe even 40% already. It's not going to stop. And how many of you are sitting there going, you know, Uncle Bruce, you taught me this trick called folding my arms. I wrote cash secured puts. I wrote calls. I bought deep in the money calls. I'm doing all kinds of strategy trades. I'm doing credit spread trades behind this market, and I'm making nothing but money. It's amazing why everyone doesn't do it. Isn't it great that everyone doesn't do it, but you do? The payoffs are phenomenal. Carmine's, Bruce, that was an amazing day, says Flint Creek Soap Company. Thank you. Bruce, we are back. SoFi keeps going up every day. So huge, says PB. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what's going on. Happy Thursday, says Mr. Premium of the Options. It's going to be a market-filling day, a pocket-filling day today. Got people commenting all over the place. Thank you all so much for I can't keep up with all your comments. It's tremendous that you're here. I appreciate it. Yeah, look, I'm thinking the market is going higher. The fundamentals of the business are unbelievable. They're going to post phenomenal numbers a week Wednesday morning. So this is the 16th, 13 days from now. Pre-market, I'll be here. I'll be on the air for sure on that day. I'm sure I'll be on before then, but I'll be there on earnings morning, and I am certainly expecting one hell of a result for the first quarter. And do not be surprised. I mean, do not be shocked. Do not be overwhelmed when the company says in the next 30 days, oh, we brought in another 3 billion, 5 billion, 7 billion dollars to lend to our clients from institutional investors. I just don't be shocked at anything like that. They'll announce something like that will add another 100 million in profit to the company or more, and that will translate to another 8 cents a share net profit, 10 cents a share net profit, 12 cents a share net profit. This earnings curve of SoFi is being so underestimated. We are being sandbagged all the time, and I haven't got a problem with it. I really don't. Noto doesn't overpromise; he over delivers, and these muddy water guys are in big trouble. 165 million shares are short. 13% of the outstanding stock is short, and I think maybe half of it is short at under 20 bucks a share. And so 80 million short at under 20, and we're about to break 20 a share. We got losers out there who are going to have to scramble to buy stock back. You cannot buy 80 million shares in one day to cover short positions unless it trades 350 million, 400 million in one day. That's what's going to happen. And I don't see 400 million shares a day changing hands. I see 60, 80, 100 million, 110, 120 million. It's going to take a week for these shorters, if they actually want to cover. Well, a week from now, 24 to 26 bucks a share, which means their problems are even worse than they thought. And so I am sure there are 20 million short at $15 a share. There's a 20, 30 million short at 16. There's 20, 30 million short at 17, 18, and all the way up to 25, 27, all 165 million. These guys are in trouble because keep in mind, if the shares go to $30 a share in the next month or two, all 165 million will be underwater. They'll all be losing money, anywhere from a couple of bucks a share to $15 a share. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. They will not wipe out the shorters in that they'll all buy back their stock, but I can see the short position dropping down to 100 million from 65, and that means you're going to have to trade 700 million shares to get them out. That's half the company. That's 2/3 of all stock that exists has to turn over in order for these guys to get out of there. This stock is going much higher. Multiple reasons why. Shorting is one of them. I'm liking this game. This is fun. Will he respond? He's already been responding. There'll be more. Aaron, what do you think is going to happen with GameStop, Uncle Bruce? You know, I went into a GameStop store yesterday in the local mall here, Chinook Center, which is our largest shopping mall in Calgary. I was talking to the guy behind the counter who's been with him for 7 years. And I said, well, you've seen changes in the 7 years you've been working at this branch. And he said, oh, God. He said, our store used to be 600, 700 square feet. We now have a 3,000 square foot store, but we're not part of GameStop anymore. We were sold off. I said, that's right. The Canadian GameStop division was sold to a Montreal entrepreneur, and they're completely changing out the GameStop store. I'm looking around this GameStop store yesterday, and it's cards, collectible cards that are Pokemon cards, Magic cards, sports cards, sports figures, collectibles. The GameStop Gaming Center is 600 square feet in a 3,000 square foot store. It is completely different. I said, how's business? He says, really good. Like, it's really good. I said, how about those cards up there? Because he had the front corner of the store is glass counters with collectible cards. He says, oh, that's what's making all the money. We're making nothing but profits with that division. He says, we're about to get into sports card and collectible card grading services. This is what's happening in the United States among many of the GameStop stores. On-site grading services. So if you've got a Magic card or a Pokemon card or any of these other cards, you want to find out if this rare card, what is it worth? They'll estimate its value on the spot for you. You'll pay a little fee for that. That's all profit to the store. And you can then buy, sell, or trade it for other merchandise. There will be people coming into GameStop stores buying collectible cards to complete their collections, and others buying and selling cards on speculation of appreciation of the cards themselves. These guys are making money. So it's going to be interesting. But that's just GameStop without the $9.5 billion of cash they're sitting on. What's going to happen with that? And what's going to happen with the stock price at, 23, 24? Will the shares run up and ultimately reach $32, $33 a share here? Because if the shares keep coming on, what are they now? $24.93. We're almost at $25. If they're going to reach the 32, 33 level, we know, and I know, there's going to be another $2 billion in cash coming in on those warrants. They have a ways to go yet before they expire. So do not forget that. This company might be sitting on $11.5 billion in cash, plus their retail division is taking off because of all the cutbacks, all the cost cutting, all the dead stores they got rid of, all the leases that have expired at top rent. They've renegotiated new lower rents per square foot. When you go from 800 square feet to 3,000 square feet, you don't pay any more in rent. You pay the same amount in rent, but much lower per square foot, because shopping malls right now are dying to rent out dead space. GameStop stores have dead space all around them that they can pick up for nothing, which allows them to increase the in-store merchandise at much higher margins per dollar than gaming systems and games. Massive improvement in the bottom line for GameStop. The street, of course, doesn't know anything about it because one analyst covers the stock. So there you go. I love the play, but I have to remind you, and I remind myself, which stock is going to go to $100 a share first, GameStop or Sofi? Sofi is going to go to $100 a share on its earnings fundamentals. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, GameStop will go to 50, 60. Oh yeah, it will go up too. But SoFi is going to go up much faster and further in a much shorter period of time. This is my take on it. Ed is saying that GameStop is trying to rally. Trading card platform finally went live to everybody yesterday. Watch out. We'll see what's going on. Alberto, POTUS, Flint, Lisa, happy to see you all. 3,200 SoFi leaps between $20 and $32 strike. Never worried. Nice going, buddy. That looks awesome. I'm missing my GameStops in Dortmund. Both stores are gone. Alberto says, what's going on? Ed, a Ryan Cohen package to be voted during the June shareholder meeting. Hope if it passes, then mergers acquisition will immediately follow. I think July and August, all hell's going to break loose. Yeah, I think there's a big move coming. Mr. Premium says, nice going, Birdie. 3,200 contracts, 320,000 shares equivalent. Every dollar, $320,000 richer. $10 a share, $3.2 million richer. Giddy up, baby. Giddy up. I love this game. I love it. I wonder if Ryan is in talks to buy Best Buy. He might be able to take out, he buys up 12% of the company, 15% of the company, puts in an offer to buy the rest on a stock swap deal, and you've got GameStop. Best Buy as one company, just like that, with a lot of cash. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Alberto says Bobby. Bobby says Birdie. PB Mega. Shizard X 125 Pokemon something PSA 10 worth 28. I don't know what that means. It's a card worth a lot of money. Okay, there you go. Alberto, what's the number one AI stock other than Nvidia? What do you think that is? I think the stock to get into is Google. The stock to get into is Google. Why? Google owned 10% of SpaceX 5 years ago. Today, they own 6.25% of SpaceX. SpaceX will be listed later this year and will likely be trading at $2 billion market cap, minimum. Google will have 6% of that value, $120 billion. Am I getting that right? Added to their market cap. So Google will be worth a lot more money based on SpaceX's ability to go public. Now, Google, just to kind of clarify, its market cap is $4 billion, all right? Their market cap is going to jump by 125 billion or more just on the going public of SpaceX. The momentum of the SpaceX trade is going to feed into the Google stock. And so Google stock to 400 a share will not surprise me whatsoever. But again, you know, and then of course all the other business, including the fact that they are my home for my channels. They own YouTube. Anyway, there you have it. Adam is saying or thinking that Bitcoin pricing might be weighing on GameStop's price. They did move their Bitcoin into the wallet. People speculating this is to sell it, hoping they do. Well, it's 74,000, goes to 84,000. You know, they're not down on any serious amount of money here. I don't know. I'm not worried about that. Alberto wants to know, Bobby, are you still sitting on your Rocket Lab, or did you wheel out? What's the story on your Rocket Lab? And Uncle Bruce should make a shirt that says, what else is going on? There you go. Alberto, earnings and S&P inclusion, Sofi to the moon. $60 a share is in our future, not too distant from now. Alberto, 3,200 leaps. Giddy up. There you go. What was this seeing here? Was it WC? GameStop wrote what's it called? Wrote a cover call against their Bitcoin. Interesting stuff. Smart move. I agree with that. And Bobby says, you know, we lost our GameStop in Brockville, Ontario. Closed for good. Kingston's the only city in my area now, unless I head off to Ottawa, and that's Canada too. Very interesting. And Bobby says here, Cash Kid puts on Rocket Lab 60 and 65 strike. Nice play, says Alberto. Tortuga likes Amazon. Kneecaps, how much more room do you think we have for SoFi? Easy 25, and then 30. And that puts the company at 32 billion market cap. S&P inclusion, almost a slam dunk later this year. And we're then at 40, 45, $50, and we're on our way. There you go. Juan, I was reading that Intel might be making chips for SpaceX and Tesla in the coming years. There's talk about that. Charlie, so long-term calls on Google, maybe play the poor man covered call strategy on Google, or do put credit spreads nicely behind the stock, maybe a month out at a time. Stocks at what, 330, 334. So if you're doing 300 and 290s, or 310 and 300s, or 310 and 290s, if you're doing a $10 spread on puts, that's $1,000 position. Can you make 20% for the next month or more? Check it out. Alberto, I cannot thank you enough. Please get rich. Very, very, very rich. All of you out there, become filthy rich out there, so that donations like this are a no-brainer. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Google it is. Here's apple pie chump change. Missed the old bagel gang. Thank you, Alberto. I got my car back from my mechanic yesterday. 2,100 Canadian dollars to fix my car. Alignment issues, other suspension issues, and I got the bill. I read it. The car drives great. $2,100 later, but it's cheaper than buying a new car. So hey, what can I say? Every dime helps, kids. Thank you for $5 donations, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, $1,000 donations. Gratefully accepted. Thank you all very much. Alberto, you are the best. I appreciate you as always. Very good, everybody. What's going on? Aaron says all the GameStops in Ottawa are now EB Games. Here in Calgary, too. They're all going to be called EB Games. Let's go. What else is going on here? R. Vaughn. Hello, Uncle Bruce from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome. Tell me, where are you watching me from today, kids? I'm just about to go off the air here. I got to watch the markets for my own accounts as well. Thank you all so very much for your support here. Gil, let's not get carried away. The manipulators have billions of dollars to short SoFi. The only way they get in trouble is the funds buy SoFi right here. Otherwise, they are able to press. Yeah, I think that the shorters out there have bitten off more than they can chew. I know of 165 million that are shorted. That's the official number, but it could well be another 150 million behind that through all kinds of positions off market in the black market. Who knows how many contracts have been written to be short this stock. At 1959, 1969, 1989, Alberto, you're unbelievable. I just saw this. I'm not saying anything else. Thank you. So, yeah, Alberto, you're awesome. Thank you all again. Yeah, look, we're going way higher on SoFi. This is a nothing burger. 1960, an absolute nothing burger. $25 is the first stop. 28 will be the next stop, which is that psychological 2750 number where they raised $1.7 billion in cash. Remember when they sold stock and they diluted the shareholders by raising 1.7 billion in cash at 27.50 a share? It's 1960. Hello. This is such a joke down here. And they put in 3.6 billion in cash 2 weeks ago from institutional investors. You add that to the 1.7, what do you got? $5.3 billion to lend out. 1.7 billion, they get all the interest, and 3.6 billion, they get 2% finder fee. That's 72 million to just lend it out all into the bottom line of the company. I mean, the stock is so unbelievably cheap here on a fundamental earnings basis. Just look forward 12 to 24 months. 1 to 2 years is all you got to do. Think Google 1 to 2 years out. Think SoFi 1 to 2 years out. Think Rocket Lab 1 to 2 years out. These stocks are going to be nowhere around here whatsoever. And SoFi will be an S&P 500, and it will not be number 500 in value. It'll be number 325 in value, and then it'll reach 250th. Then it'll reach 150th most valuable S&P 500. Then it'll be in the top 100 market cap S&P 500. These guys aren't just going to barely make it. They're going to become one of the top 20 percenters very, very quickly. Do not be fooled by this nonsense from Muddy Waters. Do not be fooled by these people. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Where are you guys watching me from? Robert is in Detroit. Mr. Mailhout is sitting in Waterbury, Connecticut. Thank you all. I know Roden is in Dortmund. How you doing there, pal? Susan Schaff says, hi, everybody. Alberto, Muddy Waters attempted to hurt SoFi. They did a good job, but now they're facing a defamation lawsuit. Oh, they're going to be in trouble. Larry Titus, you're signing off soon. I'll distribute some bells to the chat now. Take one and pass the rest on. Ring the 30 minutes from now. Thank you, Larry Titus, so very much. Alberto, Larry, what's going on? Thank you all so much for everything. Richard Carlin, Corona, California. We're going to get a foot of snow today. Jen and I aren't leaving the house. It's just unbelievable. It's really coming down out there. But thank you all for all your kind words and participating in today's show. Andrea, I'm watching from Sicily today. Thank you so much. We were in Sicily last, September, October, when we did our cruise. And then in Palermo, wonderful day, beautiful area. Look to be coming back. That will be another trip. Just made it in. Big Dog says from Texas, rodents. I sold QBTS at 23.28. The last time thinking off this dip, the beginning of a drop, 21.60 now. Giddy up. Hello to Auntie Jen from Richard Carlin. She says hi to all of you. She knows I'm live and is saying hi to all of you, of course. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. JJ says, I'd appreciate your commentary on recent short squeezes in stocks like Bird and Carr. JJ, Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I don't know who these guys are. I don't know what Bird and Carr are. I'll have to look them up. Next time I go live, I'll try to comment for you. Computer Whiz got a sign in for work. Catch you later, Uncle B. Kids, have fun today. Get richer. Make a lot of money. If any of you need classes, you know how to get them. Send me an email, and we'll take care of you. Alberto, as always, I cannot thank you enough, sir. You've been just so kind to us. And all of you out there who've been doing donations to us, you're the best. We thank you again and again and again. Just like you, we love it when SoFi goes up. I'm a shareholder of SoFi. I'm an option writer on SoFi. And this baby is going higher. We've already hit 88 miles an hour. You're already seeing some serious stuff. We're going a lot higher than where we are now. Hang on to the handrails and enjoy the ride, kids. We'll keep you posted, and we'll pop in here every once in a while to say hi to all of you. Again, thank you again, all of you out there, for your support. This is Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen Jr., everyone from Calgary. We're getting socked in with snow, saying, make some money. Bye for now, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you again so very, very much. All right, bye.